Okay. Yes. All right. So, Jasmine and Raha, thank you very much for submitting your answers. The rest, I don't see your answers being submitted. Anyone who has submitted your answer after 5 o'clock, right? Because I downloaded the report just before 5 o'clock. All right. So please make sure you submit your answer so that I can then give feedback on your answers. Okay. Let's start. Okay, so first question is a very interesting question. All right, squirrels are very adorable animals. Can you tell me which animal group does a squirrel belong to? Can you type into the chat? Which animal group? Say again.
Marsupials.
Yes. Okay. No, those animal groups that are in your PSLE syllabus. Okay, those animal groups in the PSLE syllabus.
Mammal.
All right. Yes, they are all mammals, okay? So squirrels are mammals because squirrels, what do they have? As their body covering, as their outer body covering, what does squirrel have?
Fur.
All right, they have fur, okay? So all mammals have fur or hair, all right? So these squirrels, right, they will store a large number of nuts. Actually, during autumn, there are 4 seasons, spring, summer, autumn, winter. So during autumn, they will start to collect a lot of the nuts. So that during winter time, there's not enough food. So at least they will make sure they have enough food during winter. Okay? Right. So let me just mark attendance for one of you first. Kaihan, please rename yourself. Thank you. Okay, hi Kaihan. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Right, so we were talking about squirrels. So squirrels are very hardworking during autumn. They start to collect a lot of the fruits and nuts. All right. Now, this question says that the bottom part of the nuts is actually very bitter. All right, bottom part of the nut is bitter. So the squirrels do not like the bitter part of the nuts. So they will only eat the nuts halfway. All right. Then these half-eaten nuts, right, can still germinate. All right. What do we mean by germinate? Germinate means seed will grow into. Can someone tell me seed grow into what? Anyone? What's the meaning of germinate? Seed growing into a
Plant.
Say again.
A plant.
What kind of plant?
A small plant.
A young plant. You need to use the word young. All right. So the seed grow into young plant. That is the meaning of germinate. Okay. Right. So since we talk about seed germination, can y'all tell me seed germination? What is needed? Anyone quickly?
Water.
Water.
The memory aid to help you memorize is
Water.
no. Wow. Air, water, warm. Okay, fine. Let me write WOW. All right. So oxygen is also found in air. So you can say air, and then you need water for the seed to germinate, and you need a warm temperature, not too hot, not too cold, for the seed to germinate. All right. Is everybody clear? So the memory aid is wow. All right. Let me mark attendance for Skylar. Okay. Hi, Skylar. Okay. All right. Let's continue. All right, so it's a minute. So please remember wow. Let me highlight. So once you talk about seed germination, you need wow. Wow is WOW. You need water, you need oxygen, you need warm. All right. So what are the possible reasons, okay, why the half-eaten nuts can still germinate and grow into young plants? So remember, germinate means seed grow into young plants. So do you need light for germination? All right, do y'all need everybody type into the chat, is light needed for seed to germinate? Thank you. Okay, then the rest, no response. I have 6 of you here. Is light needed for seed to germinate? The rest, can you type your answer into the chat, yes or no, so that we can move faster and can participate in the lesson? Thank you, Skylar. All right, the rest I'm waiting for 4 more students. Thank you, Raha. Waiting for 3 more students. Is light needed for seed to germinate? Is light needed for seed to germinate? The answer, okay, thank you, Jiabin. The answer is no. All right. So here straight away is cross. Okay, you do not need light. So seeds can germinate in a dark cupboard. All right, seeds can germinate in a dark cupboard. Now there is food stored in for the young plant. All right, it's true, right? Can you give me the name of the food that is stored inside the seed? We call this what? Anyone remembers? Which part of the seed contains stored food?
Seed leaf.
Very good. Seed leaf. All right, so this is the seed leaf. Okay, so either you write one leaf or seed leaves. So the seed leaves is actually the other store food. Okay, are the store food inside the seed. All right, so I'm going to write highlight for you, maybe in orange. No, that's not highlighter. Okay, highlight in yellow then. All right, seed leaves are store food inside the seed. Okay, so this is correct. Then after that, the baby plant is found at the bottom of the seed. Now, obviously, you need the baby plant. Otherwise, it cannot grow into a young plant. So in other words, right, the baby plant is found in the bitter part of the seed. So when the squirrel is eating the nut, the squirrel is eating the seed, the squirrel only eats the sweet part. Then the squirrel will throw away the bitter part. All right. Then the bitter part actually contains the baby plant. So the baby plant is safe. The baby plant did not get eaten up by the squirrel. All right, so that's why the seed can still germinate. After the squirrel throw away the bitter seed, the seed can still germinate into a young plant. So this is true. All right, now there is warm. All right, when winter turns into spring. Winter is a very cold season. There's spring, summer, autumn, winter. Winter is the coldest. All right, when winter season changes to spring season, all right, then it's a warmer temperature. Spring, the temperature is warmer. Winter time, the temperature is colder. So there's a suitable temperature, a warm temperature for seed to germinate. So the answer is B, C, D. Is everybody clear? All right, any questions so far? Okay. All right, just give me a minute. Okay, maybe I'll go on first. Now, can everyone type into the chat what is pollination? All right, can you all type into the chat what is pollination? Type into the chat what do you understand by pollination? All right, is everybody typing what is pollination? You must tell me. All right, pollination starts with letter P. All right, pollination starts with letter P. So you should be telling me pollen grain, right? Pollen grain also start with letter P. Then pollen grain are transferred from where to where? Now, none of you has given me no perfect answer yet. You must tell me pollen grains are transferred from where to where? All right, so pollination is when the pollen grains are transferred from where to where. Can y'all try again, please? Okay, hi, Hao Qie, I'll just mark your attendance. So I have 7 present, so it's correct. All right, so let's check. Okay, so pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma. All right, so it's from anther to stigma. Please remember that from anther to stigma, A to S. Say again. All right. Yours is the other way around. Please know that anther is the male part. All right, anther is the male part. Stigma start with S, like sexy, you know, sexy ladies, sexy girls, right? Okay, S, the stigma is the female part. All right, so anther is the male part. So pollen grains are transferred from the male part to the female part. So pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma. Please remember that anther to stigma, from anther to stigma, from anther to stigma. So is everybody clear? All right. So please remember that. Okay. So we will run through that again later. All right. So let's go on to the next question. Okay, now this one is the squirrel. This is something interesting. This one is a squirrel. This is a photograph of the squirrel trying to bury and hide the seed inside the soil of a plant. Someone's garden, all right? This person who owns a garden took this photograph. So the squirrel was trying to bury and hide a nut inside the soil. Then a few minutes later, another animal, another mammal came along. This is a chipmunk. All right, this one is squirrel. This is chipmunk. It's different. Chipmunk has black stripes. Squirrel does not have stripes. All right. So chipmunk has stripes on the head and stripes on the body. All right. So squirrel, no stripes on the head, no stripes on the body. All right. So this chipmunk was very smart. So the chipmunk is not honest. So a few minutes later, after the squirrel had buried the seed, this chipmunk came along and dig out the seed and bring the seed to another place. So in other words, the chipmunk is a thief. All right, it's wrong, right? It's wrong to steal someone else's food, right? So this chipmunk is very lazy. It's just stealing another animal's food. Okay, so this is just something interesting to share with you. And then squirrel during autumn time, they will gather a lot of the seeds, all right, and they will bury in many different places. All right, they actually bury thousands of seeds. They are not burying only 100 seeds, but more than 1,000 seeds that they bury. All right, so that when it comes to very cold winter time, there's not enough food. They will then dig out the seed that they have buried a few weeks or a few months ago. Then they will eat the seed. Right, and the squirrel has very good memory. They can remember where they had buried their seeds. Sometimes they will, after they bury the seeds, they will dig out the seeds and re-bury them again. All right. So please do not annotate. All right, Kaden, please erase. Otherwise, it will appear. I mean, it's creative, but then it's going to appear on all my other slides. All right, can you erase it quickly? I'm going to move on to the other slide. Okay, this question too. All right. So once you see water, Kaden, remove the annotation quickly. So this one is water.
Because
What is it?
I'm not sure if I'm lagging because it's not working.
All right, so highlight the water. So all the arrow that is not dotted, I will highlight in blue to show water. All right, this water. Okay. Then after that, the food, right? I'll highlight in yellow. Oh no, sorry. I did it the other way around. Water is the one that is dotted. Okay, let me redo it. The blue color one is dotted. So let me do this way. Dotted line is water. All right, dotted line is water. Okay, then the one that is not dotted is food. So this one is food, this one is food, this is food. Okay, so let me write this way. Right, so this is water. All right, I usually use blue color for water. Although water is colorless, water has no color. Water is colorless. Okay, no color. Then the red one, I'll put food. Okay, then let me go back to black. So once you start from here, I put a star here. Right, water. So obviously, can you tell me which plant part is Q? What is Q? Can you tell me what is
Root.
Q? It's the roots. All right, well done, Kaden also. Because roots absorb water and minerals. So Q has to be roots. All right, because roots absorb water. Okay, from where? Okay, water and minerals. Okay, absorb water and minerals from where? You need to tell me from where? From the soil or from the ground, okay? All right, so here, so this is actually the roots. So roots absorb water, then the stem will transport. All right, the stem will transport. Stem is an MRT transport system. So I use roots absorb, but I use stem transport. I use different words. The stem transport water to P. What do you think P is?
Flower. Because flower is starting.
Now, in order to know what it is, it could be anything, because stem will transport water to all parts of the